wanted something to eat. Okay. Yeah. I can't eat your container.
I feel you. I feel you.
I'll be from sauce.
Okay.
And that's why I'm here to taught me to knowledge my knowledge. And if my knowledge my knowledge, that's how my wisdom is going to be sharp. And he said he going to build with me until I got one time. So I didn't understand that. He said I got to acknowledge that knowledge. And when I acknowledge that knowledge, that I had to double that sword out. My brother passed 40 passes. He can tell me that I didn't stop rhyming because it's not the way that I rhyme. But he said I was the nicest that he ever heard. So after he passed away, I started to put my friends in the bag. This is something that I can't do. Because we all right now said, yeah. Listen to y'all to bring me anything. So, check this out. I said it was a cool day. So I rolled up a smooth J. Bumping smoking some loud cannabis while bumping some LL Cool J. Then out of nowhere came a Blue Jay with a letter from the bootleg. I read it and said touche. I scribed the letter back and told him that I was a 5%er and that I'm flattered by the offer, but that's where my power is centered. And someday when I die, they're gonna build a pyramid over my grave and call it a major power center. And I'm gonna leave instructions behind so wives don't let no cowards enter. Either you don't know the poor man's name or you playing a poor man's game. The only thing anyone ever remembers is the poor man's shame. WD gave you the will. Elijah came down and brought man flame. Allah taught man game and brought man change. He came to teach the streets the most important thing, which is peace. He told us the one with the magnetic is the most important piece. And then a ruler came when all the rules done changed. To soothe the pain, remove the stains. Is he Ra, Cool, or Kane? He all, but none of them. He just fuses the flows together and becomes one with them. He strokes the verbs, twists the words like DNA strands, and grabs the mic with the soft touch of a CNA's hands. I could be the righteous builder or the righteous killer, the righteous destroyer or the righteous healer. They say you owe them when you show them both sides of the coin. The yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the finite and the infinite, the internal, the external, the inner, the outer, the higher and the lower dimensions, the micro, the macro, that mic flow typed on a Mac flow. Locked down in a cell with the angel Michael, eating mackerel, shaking the beats. You see the wise man in temple number 7, away from the sleep. He begins to go in and bring out what he was taught. He grabs the crystal corpse and goes deep in thought. He predicts and renews his history every procession of the equinox. It's really called the Great Id. My great dead. One day I went out of body and heard a word from Great Bed. He said it just wasn't a person. It was a council called Shakespeare. I'm about to take a trip across the universe and taste big. You can wait here, cause there might be some reptilians there who taste big. And you might not be prepared to astral travel after a long astral battle. Righteous the holy grail or the holy tabernacle, whose light shines so bright and casts a massive shadow. I went inside a room, and inside another room, there was another room, and there was Pharaoh with his insides and a giant alabaster barrel. Don't make me blast the barrel. My graphic thoughts are like graphic arts. Now pass the port. My man asks for shorts. My man asks for shorts. Pass the port. My man asked for shorts. I raised the bar. They couldn't match the mark. When I wrote it down in magic mark. As soon as I'm done spitting, the mic explodes and magic sparks. Am I Houdini or the blue beanie? Rocking the blue beanie. My first name is Joseph, but my last name means Castle. I rock a fez like a mole and a shriner, but there ain't no latch on my tassel. My brother, how you come in peace with a sword above your head. And then he replied that the man with one eye is the Lord above the dead. Threw some signs and symbols and said a word but nothing said. And went up in a whirlwind that twirled just like a thread. Will they give me my rights and crucify me like Christ? I'm just trying to live an honest life and make a little money off the songs that I write and not get initiated into the Illuminati or the Stardust rights. Remember, Allah had a fruit stand before he played pool and shot the dice. I shot the rock before I sold the rock. I'll let you tell how that mystery God fit all those animals and Noah's Ark. I flow with heart, but learned a lot from wearing it on my sleeve. The devil burnt down all the crops. That's why in the Amazon there ain't no trees. Hip-hop gone wrong. All these kids is dying. Even the scientists are cloning, or they farming all that fish you trying. I sit in the zone, roll up a split as I sit with Mayans. Read the glyphs, take a hit, and expose what was hidden and into an existent science. One time I had a dream with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was in the image of the likeness of the seven. He said, it's okay, my little brother, you're invited to the wedding. And then I got excited and ignited with reverence. And then the dream faded, and somehow I was in heaven. I saw my grandma in a favorite chair smoking a square. She looked at me with blessings. She had a smile from ear to ear. That was a final expression. And then the dream faded. And then I saw the nurses bring the black babies to the crematorium to be cremated. Yaku bathed them before they were teenagers. It's the black woman symbolic to the moon in all her phases. And then I met 3 sages. They said in order to come enlightening, there's 3 sages. I said, I know you've been waiting for the ruler for at least 3 ages, but I was in another galaxy writing off the brain, conquering the shores in war like the Moors in Spain. Reading all the books in the library of Alexandria until there's no more to attain. Just wait for part 2. There's more to explain. The ruler.
We'll be right back.
Shot, let's go. Hey, Nation! Know what we're doing for the nation. Jay not passing on his line. And I get it. This is showing proof because we showing proof that Allah still there. We did because as the son and the son and the father is one and the same, I got to do the work of my father. What he did, I was doing. What we doing in 2023 is dealing with the real structure of Allah's school in Mecca. Does anybody in here not know what I'm talking about when I say Allah's school in Mecca? Okay, Allah's school in Mecca is located 2122 7th Avenue. We've had it since 1967. Mayor Lindsay's administration presented the building to Allah through the urban league. Since 1967, we have used Allah's school in Mecca to be a resource center for the gods and herbs so that we would have a foundation from which we could own and build from. Because the building is 121 years old, in 2023, we made a decision to not wait until the building would fall under its own weight, right? So we didn't want the feeling of apathy, but we feel like everything is okay because they walk in and out the doors every day. We didn't want that feeling of apathy to permeate throughout the atmosphere. So in March of 2022, we issued an SOS. And the SOS, does anyone in here not know what an SOS code is?
Save our school.
Everybody knows what the SOS is?
Save our school.
It's okay. So when we said SOS, we said save our school, right? But the SOS in general is a distress call that you send out when you're saying that something needs to be saved, right? Because those of us whose
are not mysteries and have a real history in this nation, right? We look at that school, right? We look at 2122 7th Avenue as a crown jewel, right? We look at it as land, right? We look at it as property, right? Because a nation has land, right? And so when you got land, you got something. You got a foundation. And when you got a foundation and you got land, what do you do with that land? You protect it, right? You protect it from all enemies, whether foreign or domestic. You protect it from itself. You make sure that it can continue to last, because me, as a young guy growing up, that school was so important to me in my early growth and development that when the gods allowed me to write my name in the stars, and maybe a few gods in here might remember that time period when that was being done, that I think at that point, I said that my sword would have to be raised anytime I thought that building was in danger. Now it's no longer just about 2122 7th Avenue, because as you know, if you were here yesterday, it's about Lot 29, Block 1932. So what am I talking about? Because I want to be quiet. I'm talking about the revitalization of a law school in May. Now what does that entail? That means that we got to raise the funds, right, nation? Because it's our responsibility to save and never lose what the law gave us. I inherited it. You inherited it. All of us who live out the will of the law inherited that. And all of you guys in here, and I'm talking to y'all right now, y'all better never let nobody take that from us. I don't care who they are. You hear me? So we're not going to let it fall. We're not going to let it crumble. You know what I'm saying? God, the cement done turned to dust. The cement between the bricks has turned to dust.
That's right.
If y'all don't got a feeling of urgency, I bet you got one now. Who in here can't feel what I'm saying? You think I'm just talking to be talking? I'm speaking because I'm trying to reach you. They say, each one teach one to reach another one. The shirt that the God is holding, that shirt says the revitalization of the law school. Yesterday, I had the general contractor come in. But before I had the general contractor come in, right, God's earth, I had a structural engineering company, a very reputable company called D. Simone come in and do a structural analysis of our school building. You understand? And they wrote us a report and we paid them their money. Then we had another company come in, right? And they called Measure Up. And what that company did is that they did a 3D scan of our building, right? And they issued the report and some pictures, right? Because the building is 121 years old. And so there's no record of the floor plans. So now we are at the stage where yesterday I had the general contractor come to a law school and he walked the guards through the actual proposal that he presented. I want you guys and Earth to know that the proposal came in at the cost of $77,000. Hold on 1 second. So before we get into like intimacies and intricacies, I want to give the people the simple overview of what happened yesterday when the general contractor came. Because see, God's word, it ain't about me. See, it ain't about me just talking. So I had the general contractor come and he walked all the guards who was interested in seeing it, and he got it recorded. So what I'm saying is he walked the guards and Earth through what he was literally going to do with the building. He showed us the foundation wall, what he was going to do on the foundation wall side. He showed what he was going to do on the north wall side. We went down into the basement. He showed how he was going to dig into the ground and how he was going to meet the city's requirements, how he was going to replace the temporary joists that are down there in the basement that right now have the building on shaky ground, right, God? And the reason why I'm explaining it to you, and I can show it to you because we taped it, and I really want y'all to understand how serious the situation that we're in. Because a nation that doesn't have land, a nation that doesn't have anything that they can call the crown jewel, we're not going to be that nation. Not us. Not today, not tomorrow. It's not going to happen on my watch. If since 1967 we've had it, it ain't going to be in 2023 when we don't have it no more. So I do the work, and that's why I'm doing this speaking right now. But when it comes to the money, I don't touch money. The reason why I don't touch money, gods and earth, is I make my own. So when it comes to nation money, I have money managers. And this is my brother, Shah Allah, and you know what I'm saying, he a money manager. So now that I gave y'all the information, I'm going to turn it over to Shah Allah, and he going to talk about the money, because I don't touch it. Peace to God.
My name is Shah Allah. Quite sure that you already know me. You know what I'm saying? And we got numerous projects going on, as y'all know. We got what we're talking about, the brothers with the prefab and the brothers with the seven straw. Make no misunderstanding that we dealing with separation, because we're not. But what we are dealing with is that we will do first things first. We're not going to get caught up on what's some ideal of what we can do when we already got something that's real. And for too long, we've been neglecting that foundation. In order for us to move forward, I know a lot of them going to say what the city say and this, that, and the third, but under that 99-year lease, and if any of y'all read the March issue of the 5% newspaper, Colleen will show you all of the necessary documentation that you need to know that we own that land. Now what we are in the process of doing, that as you know, see some things people put out in the atmosphere, but it don't matter what you put out in the atmosphere, it matters what you act on. Don't tell me that I've been trying to do this for 20, 30, 10 years, and you ain't got nothing done. It's about doing something. It's about making something happen. So for years, months, and days, we've always had a problem with us coming together when it comes time to raise money. Because every time that it comes time to raise money, it seems like something goes wrong. So this is why when my brother Born King came in 2014, and he walked across the street and said to me, yo, Shabu, let's stop doing some half behind show and prove. This is our 50th anniversary that we've been here in the city of God. Because the only reason why we're fighting for this, because that's our root. And a lot of us still physically left the roots of civilization and far being up here in the far road, but we ain't never leave the mindset of the roots of civilization. So once again, like I said, when my brother said to me, let's do it big, I said, brother, I got your back. You understand? And I went and got two more brothers. One brother that ain't here right now, he ain't gone physically, but he's not in the free cipher, which is a good brother named Master Lord from down in Victory alone. Another brother is outside right now, giving away free water and juices and everything that he do every year, which his name is the Lord Intelligence. You understand? And me and them two other brothers, we put up $60,000. And I know a lot of y'all say, oh, y'all could use that $60,000 to fix the store. But at that time, we needed, because y'all know, the Apollo, 90, Kiss FM, all that y'all was saying about the cars and the money. he had to build it back. So what I am to say to that is that it was four. He had the idea, and the other three of us put up the goal. All right? But now, I learned from that. And guess what I learned from that? I learned that it shouldn't be no 1, 2, or 3 brothers putting up no goal to do something for a nation. So now I'm saying, if the nation chance, the nation chance to add on. The brother Foreman started warm water months ago at the parliament. About 1,000 guards and earths, children, whoever could afford $20 a month to say that you were dedicated and that you were really about this. $20 a month from 1,000 guards of earths in 6 months, that's 120,000. In a year, that's 240,000. So what I'm trying to explain to y'all is that everything that we want to do as a nation, we can do it right amongst ourselves. We don't need no outside entity or forces or economic developers or anything to be involved with something that we can do for ourselves. Now there's going to be brothers that's going to be able to fundraise on higher levels than I can fundraise because they in those ciphers. And they the best knowers of those ciphers. But guess what I'm the best knower of? I'm the best knower of how to do it with the grassroots. I'm the best knower of how to allow y'all to participate in the growth and development of our world benefits. It's a bunch of shirts being shown back there. A bunch of them is a lot cheaper. But we spent $20 for each one. And all we asking was $20 more as a donation to make this work. Y'all might say $77,000 is a lot of money. That's peanuts. The Christians got new storefronts. And next year or 2 or 3 years, what they got? They got some big, glamorous church with this, that, and the third because they had faith in whatever the preacher told them. But guess what? It got done. And so all I'm telling y'all is, we gonna get the job done. We not gonna sit around for 19 years. We not gonna sit around for 8 years, 5 years. We gonna deal with the level of cultural freedom, the green and supreme alphabet, which is what? Now or and. And we ain't looking to end. And we ain't looking for nobody to be able to come later on and have their claws or anything in that school. The building itself is worth $145,000. The rest of the property that's on it is worth $400,000. But that's only because of what's on it right now. Property value increases once you increase the value of the property. So this is what we do. So like I said, 4 years ago, I said to my enlightenment, what we got to do to make it a historical site. Somebody that worked down the Department of Buildings, guards, police, or people investigated into that. And she said, we qualify on every level except for one. Because before we would be able to present ourselves to the city like that, we would have to have everything in the court. So we say, right, if we say 99-year lease, then that means with the city, when we go in to talk to them, we got to show them that we was 2 years. Through fires, through hurricanes, and everything else. So what I'm saying is, all our ability is amongst us, and I'm asking y'all to trust me. I'm gonna take responsibility. If you give me some money for this cause, then it will 100%. What's today's mathematics? Knowledge. What that means? Word is born regardless to who or what. And I will give my life before I fail. So at the end of the day, if that ain't enough for y'all to want to get off your behind and really say that y'all about the law world manifest and make the necessary contributions out your pocket to have this done, then y'all ain't about the law world manifest. Y'all about a bunch of manifestation. And as I said, I'm equality knowledge. I got this when I was knowledge coach of 50 years old, 120 in 1977. You understand? So I don't know nothing else. This is all I know. This is all I know. So, like I said, y'all, we're going to be up on Shopify. All those who don't know what's going on, I got a YouTube channel. It's called God in the Streets. Make sure y'all subscribe to it. Not just to hear me, but to hear different things that's going on in your nation. And like I said, if there's any doubt, that'll be one of the reasons why you subscribe. Because by next week sometime, I'll have it up private. And the only people that can see it is the people that subscribe to my channel. And I say, it's more God on earth than it is anybody else. Even though we know that our wisdom cycle degree in the 140 tell us what's our responsibility amongst the uncivilized. And that's to teach them civilization.
Please join me now. Thank you to Roswell's Righteous Building. We're glad 2023 show up. Keeping the show all second half. We have a beautiful fashion show. Please.
This is a very emotional day for me because I miss my sister Queen. So my offsprings are getting a fashion show. This is cultural.
I'll try to bring them on.
All right, y'all get ready. We got a beautiful fashion show coming up. Beautiful family of the Queen Sister Asia Mean. We want y'all to show some love. And check out the beautiful fashions. DJ Natural on the ones and twos.
Boy,
Here we go.
even just for a
Sitting out freedom. I got my legs. I got bad legs.
Hot sauce in my legs. Touchdown, looking from the way. I'll take it to
Last week Saturday, they did an honor for MC Sha Rock, who was the first female MC ever. And this is a tribute to the 50th year anniversary of hip hop. Peace.
People want you come alive.